Stay. 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 Ah. Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. It's week 6 of marathon training, which is insane. And today we're going to talk about week 6, how it went, what I did, couple of new things that I tried, new workouts that I did. So we're going to go outside. I am actually filming this before I film my recap, which I haven't done in a while because I keep forgetting to film an intro. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's go on outside. Ruby's way ahead of us out there. See her? Yep. She's ready. She's waiting. So let's go join her. All right. So week 6. We got a lot to cover. So last week, as I talked about in my previous recap video, was more of like a cutback week, kind of a little less mileage, that sort of thing, nothing too intense. And I can't remember, I'm pretty sure my run for week 5, my long run was 10 miles. So really like a nice, easy week. Week 6 was a little bit different and more challenging, more mileage, and I had my first day of speed work, which we'll talk about today. And I also had a 14-mile run. So in total last week, I ran 27.72 miles. Tuesday, I had 4 easy. And Wednesday was my workout day. So my workout that was prescribed to me for last Wednesday were 400-meter repeats, or was 400-meter repeats. So that is the equivalent to 0.25 miles, a quarter of a mile. And I had 2 minutes of jogging in between. And I was supposed to hit a 6:20-ish pace, 6:20 per mile. That didn't quite go the way I wanted it to, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's the workout, and that ended up being, let's see here, 5.7 miles. So that's what I ran on Wednesday. On Thursday, I took a much needed rest day. On Friday, I had 4 easy, and Saturday was rest day, and Sunday I had 14 miles. Today we're gonna focus on the speed day work that I did on Wednesday, and we're gonna talk about the long run because those are the 2 main highlights of the week. I've never done quarter mile repeats. I've always done usually like a half mile or a mile. So already that was kind of like new to me. And I'm not gonna lie, usually I just stop in between each mile repeat and I'm not actively recovering, which isn't a good thing. So it was beneficial for me to practice jogging in between those repeats. However, I will say that I did take some rest breaks, so I wasn't sure how much mileage this workout would equal in total. So I didn't really want to like go out on one of my normal routes in case I got like stuck, done with the workout, like far away from the house or something. So what I did was I did the 1 mile warm up to my parents' neighborhood, and then I did the workout around their development. So they have a pretty small development, and it's generally speaking pretty flat. There's like very, very slight incline like here and there. But once around their neighborhood is a half mile, so I knew that quarter mile would be fairly easy to calculate, and I could just run around in circles pretty much. So like I said earlier, I was supposed to be hitting like a 6:20 plus or minus 10-second pace. I didn't quite hit that. For my first mile repeat, I did hit it with a 6:17 average pace. Usually for these things, I think I'm in the minority here, but I go by like the average pace that it says rather than like the time that elapsed. It's just easier for me to wrap my head around what I'm doing and how fast I'm going. So again, for my first quarter mile repeat, I was at a 6:17 average pace per mile. And then we kind of get a little bit slower. We have a 6:29, we have 6:31, 6:45, 6:39 again, 6:48, 6:51, 6:40, and a 6:46. I've been doing a lot of easy work, right? So now when I'm trying to run fast and like super fast for myself, my body was a little bit shell-shocked, and I made the mistake of going out too fast on my first repeat, where I should really be going slower and building on that as we go along. But lesson learned. All in all, it was still fun, and I'm excited to have speed work on the calendar now, on the agenda, because running easy is great, and I've honestly been really liking it, and I haven't been bored by it, but it is good to switch it up. And I do kind of want to maintain that speed that I know is in there, so that I can kick it into high gear when I need to in races. I definitely wouldn't call it a failure, I think, for not having done speed and like trying to hit a 6:20 pace and like getting there but not really getting there. Yuck. Is a win in itself, so we'll take it. For the run, I did wear the Saucony Endorphin Pro 2s. I wanted to review these for the channel, so I figured what better way than to put them to the test with some speed work. And they were pretty good. If you want to know more about this shoe in detail, I'd go to the first run impressions video that I had done last week. It's a pretty good shoe. I was a little bit sore after my run, I'm not gonna lie, because it is a bit unstable, so my left leg was kind of wonky feeling a little bit afterwards, but generally speaking, pretty good, propulsive, fast shoe, and yeah, they did all right. But yeah, after that run, I was pretty sore. My left leg was really feeling it. It was super stiff for the rest of the day, and it was extremely stiff on Thursday and sore, so I was kind of concerned about my Friday run and how that would feel, and especially my Sunday long run. But after I ran on Friday, it felt a lot better, a little bit looser, so I think it did it some good, honestly. And then on Sunday, it really felt totally fine. For 14 miles, I didn't feel any discomfort or pain whatsoever, and that leads me to the long run, so let's talk about that. All right, so I did 14 miles in 2:09:51, 9:16 pace overall, and my heart rate was a 162 average, so we'll take it. This week I ran in the Hoka Bondi 7. I was actually going to run in the Fresh Foam More V3, but then I ran in it on Friday and I felt a little bit of heel pain, maybe a PF slight discomfort situation, so I didn't want to test it, didn't want to even try to go there, so I figured I'd give this a shot. Why not? And it felt great. I felt so good. My feet felt amazing. My legs felt amazing. I had no problems, except for, I think it gave me a tiny blister on my big toe. So FML, FML, FML. I'm definitely not going to write it off because of how good it felt otherwise. I could probably just like bandage my toe up, or I don't think I tied the right shoe quite as tight as I needed to. So hey, where's the ball? Don't eat that stick. Where's the ball? So yeah, that's the shoe situation for the long run. A couple other things for the long run that I tried out for the first time. I tried a new spring energy gel flavor. This one is the Carragoucher coffee flavor, and I actually really like this. Very tasty. Definitely has a strong coffee flavor to it, and this one's a little more calories than the Canterbury. This one's 210 calories, so I actually think that was pretty beneficial to have an extra 110 calories in my body. I had taken 2 of these out on the run with me just in case, but I didn't need a second one until probably the very end of the run. So what that tells me is that perhaps this week when I do 16 miles, I'm going to take 2 with me again, and I'll take one at 7 miles, which is when I took this, and then probably at 14 miles I'll take the next one, and that should hold me over for the last 2 miles. But it's good to know that it held me over for 7 miles. I wasn't hungry, and then at 14 it started to kick back in. So that gives me an idea of how many I'll need to carry on the actual race day. Another thing that I tried for the first time is my new soft water bottle. A couple weeks ago, I tried to use the Amphipod water bottle that we had in the house for my 14-mile run. Didn't go so well. Ended up not taking it and just having to come back to the house for some water. So we visited Kate at her running store that she works at, and I bought this water bottle. It's a Nathan Exo Shot. It's 18 ounces and it's very, very soft. And you fill it up, and it's really not invasive, like it's not bulky at all. And as you sip it, obviously it shrinks, and by the end of it, which I did drink the whole thing, I was basically just holding it like this, and it was totally fine, and I had no problems with it. It didn't spill on me, and it was pretty easy to access the water inside. I put water in this, and I mixed it with some Gatorade because I know on the Chicago course they're gonna have lemon lime Gatorade. Still need to buy that. But I kind of want to train with Gatorade now if I can, because that's what's going to be available to me. I'm not going to be holding this on race day. It's really just for training and those long runs where I don't want to come back to the house, because who wants to come back to the house unless you're done with the run? Not me. But really, other than the speed work day and the long run, everything was the same, kind of par for the course. So I'll throw up a screen now with all the stats from all of my workouts. But that's pretty much it. Week 6 done. I'm in the throes of week 7 right now, and I'll share all those details next week. Thank you guys so much for following along on this journey. It's been a really fun experience to get to share everything that I'm doing with you and hear what you're doing as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit that notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. Nope. Where's the ball? I have another video for you on Sunday, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like Heller. See you next time. Stay. Yay!